Hello dear student, welcome again to the Ramanujam School of Studies. In this series, we are discussing about the straight line and we have covered a major chunks of a straight line and we are continuing this concept. So, first of all, the straight line, concurrency of line. The topic for today lecture is the concurrency of a straight line. Here we discuss the theory part and we understand what is the meaning of concurrency and how we use in this in mathematical problems. So first of all, first slide here is find the coordinate of the point of intersection of two straight line. So suppose here we have two straight lines. Suppose the straight line is a1x plus b1y plus b1y plus c1, this is equal to 0. So this is the first straight line, and suppose this is line L1 which is shown in brownish color, and second straight line is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So this is line 1 and this is line 2. So here we have to find the coordinates of point of intersection. It means that this straight line have many infinite point, right, and this straight line have also many infinite point which satisfy both lines. But if their slope is not equal, that is if these lines are not parallel, then it means they will cut at a certain point, right, and that point where it cut will lie on the both line, that is L1 and L2. It means that if this point alpha beta be the point of intersection of line L1 and line L2, it means here we can write A1 alpha, right, plus B1 beta plus C1 is equal to 0, because alpha beta lies on the line 1, and as well as this point alpha beta also lies on the line L2. So we can write A2 alpha plus B2 beta plus C2 is equal to 0. Once again, we said here that alpha, both lines are non-parallel. It means their slope is not equal. If their slope is equal, then they will parallel and they never cut, okay. And if their slope is not equal, then they will cut at a certain point, and suppose this certain point is alpha beta, it means this point lies on the line L1 as well as the line L2. So alpha beta satisfy both equation. Now this is the linear equation in two variable, as we studied this equation in class 10th. So we have to find the point alpha beta. So in order to find the point alpha beta, here we use cross multiplication method, and we can write alpha divide by b1 c2, see here b1 c2 minus c1 b2, this is alpha is equal to minus of beta, and here again we can write a1 c2 minus a1 c2 minus c1 a2, and this is equal to 1 divide by this is a1 b2 minus b1 a2. So from here we can write the value of alpha is equal to b1 c2 minus c1 b2 divided by a1 b2 minus b1 a2, right, and the value of beta is here, this is equal to, see here a1 c2 minus c1 a2 divide by, or we take the plus sign minus sign in consideration, so we can write here plus this one and minus this one, and in denominator the same term a1 b2 minus b1 a2. So this line, this point lies alpha and beta both lines, so alpha and beta are the point of intersection of the given line. Now see here what happened if denominator, that is alpha, if denominator of alpha and denominator of beta is 0, it means that here a1 b2 minus b1 a2 is equal to 0. So here we can write a1 b2 minus b1 a2 is equal to 0, and this can be written as a1 b2 is equal to b1 a2, and from here we can write a1 over b1 is equal to a2 over b2. So basically these are the slope of a line. It means that the slope of both lines are equal. Okay, so here we write slope of line L1 and L2 is equal. Now when the slope are equal, it means that both line cut at infinity. At that point alpha is infinite and beta is also infinite. It means that the point alpha and beta is not defined for the parallel lines. So this is the condition, and this is the point of intersection of two lines. Okay, so from here we also find out the condition that two lines are parallel if their respective ratio coefficient of x and y are same. So this is the condition for the parallelism, which we had discussed already in the previous class. Now we will move to the next class. Here find the coordinate of point of intersection of two straight line, that is 2x minus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0 and 9x minus 5y plus 8 is equal to 0. So here we have 2x minus 3y is equal to minus 5, see here, and 9x minus 5y, this is equal to minus 8, right? Now suppose this is line L1 and this is line L2, and the point of intersection is alpha beta, assume. Now in the previous slide we solve alpha beta from cross multiplication. Now here we can also use the elimination method or substitution method and any of the method which we had already studied in the class 10th. So here we can write twice of alpha minus 3 beta is equal to minus 5, and 9 alpha minus 5 beta, this is equal to minus 8, because alpha and beta are the point of intersection. So both these point alpha and beta lies both on the equation. Now here from here we can write alpha 2 alpha is equal to 3 beta minus 5. So alpha is equal to 3 beta minus 5 divided by 2. It means we have the value of alpha in the terms of beta. So if we put this value in the second equation, so we can write the second equation is 9 into alpha is 3 beta minus 5 divided by 2 minus 5 beta, and this is equal to minus 8. Okay, now this can be written as 27 beta minus 45, okay, minus 10 beta, this is equal to, here LCM is 2, so this is equal to minus 16. So this can be written as 17 beta, right? This is equal to 45 minus 16, and we see here beta is equal to minus plus 29 divided by 17. So this is the value of beta, and if we put the value of this beta in this equation, that is for alpha, we can find the value of alpha, and you have to find the value of alpha and write it in the comment box. So this is the simple concept which we learned it earlier in class 10th. So here if anybody asks to the point of intersection of two given straight lines, so you have to simply solve these two straight line as per your method. Okay, now moving to the next concept, and the next concept here is this is find the equation to any straight line which passes through point of intersection of two straight line. Now here we find the point of intersection. Suppose this is line L1 and this is line L2. This is line L1 and this is line L2. Now alpha beta be the point of intersection which we earlier find out. So we have to find the equation of any straight line which passes through point of intersection of L1 and L2. So first of all we write we have to find the point of intersection, and then we use formula y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus is equal to y2 minus y1. So So we can write 6 into, see here, we can write here 6 into 2 plus 3 lambda, 2 plus 3 lambda, this is equal to, we have 7 into 4 lambda minus 3. See here, in this slide we have 2 plus 3 lambda into 6 is equal to 7 into 4 lambda minus 3. So this can be written as 12 plus 18 lambda minus 28 lambda. Okay, this is equal to minus, here 7 into 4 is minus 28, so we take this in the left hand side, so we have minus 21. Okay, so this is minus 7, this is equal to minus 10 lambda. See here, this is 10 lambda with minus sign, and this is equal to minus 21 plus 12 minus 12. So here we write minus 12, so this is equal to minus, so from here we can write lambda is equal to minus 33, that is 21 minus 12 is minus 33 over 10. So putting these values, that is lambda is equal to minus 33 over 10, in this equation we get the exact equation of line, that is line 1. So we have the equation 2x minus 3y plus 4. So here we can write 2x minus 3y plus 4 plus lambda is minus 33 over 10. Okay, and the second line which is given is 3x plus 4y minus 5. So here we write 3x minus 4y plus minus 4y, and this is plus 4y and minus 5. So here we write minus 5, this is equal to 0. So upon solving we find the equation, and after solving we get the value as 119x plus 102y minus 125 is equal to 0. So this is the required equation of straight line, right? So whenever it is given that a line is passes through the point of intersection, then in that question there is one more information, and we have to apply the same concept. And suppose here it is given that the this is not perpendicular but parallel. So in this case m1 is equal to m2, and some other condition also given in this type of question. So we can so from there we use that information and we can find out the exact equation of straight line. So moving to the next slide, and the concept, that is the find the condition that three straight line may meet at a point. Now what is the condition that three straight lines, suppose this is line 1, this is line 2, and this is line 3, three straight line meet at a point, it means this point alpha and beta lies on all the three lines, right? So see here, we already discussed that if L1 and L2 are the two lines, and so their point of intersection, here see here in this slide, their point of intersection is B1 C2 minus C1 B2. So here we can write B1 C2 minus B2 C1, okay, divide by, we have A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So this is the point of intersection, that is alpha, and the beta is C1 A2, okay, minus C2 A1 divide by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So this is the alpha, and this is the this is beta. Now see here, we have line L1. So line L1 is, that is A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equal to 0. Line L2 is A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. And line 3 is A3x, see here, A3x plus B3y plus C3 is equal to 0. These are the line, and here this point alpha and beta are the point of intersection of line L1 and line L2. Since the third line, that is L3, this one passes through this point of intersection, it means alpha beta also satisfy this line, that is L3. So putting back to the value of alpha beta in line 3, we can write A3, see here A3, and the value of alpha, this is alpha, and the value of alpha is B1 C2 minus B2 C1 divide by A1 B2 minus A2 B1, here B1, this is A3 x plus B3 into the value of y is, here we can write C1 A2 minus C2 A1 divide by a1 b2 minus a2 b1, okay, and plus c3 is equal to 0. So this is the required relation between the coefficient of x and y of the three equation, right? Now if we arrange this equation, we get a determinant which is a1 a2 a3, right, b1 b2 b3 and c1 c2 c3 is equal to 0. Okay, so here if the determinant of coefficient of a1 a2 a3, that is coefficient of x y and constant term c is equal to 0, it means both all the three lines, given lines, passes through a single point. So this is the condition that three straight line may meet at a point, that is three straight line are concurrent. Concurrent means they passes through the singular same point. Okay, so this is the condition. Now if we move further, here we see that the find a condition that three straight line may meet at a point identically. So here suppose we have three line L1 L2 L3. Now in previous slide we we find the condition that L1 L2 L3 meet at a point if determinant of a1 a2 and a1 a2 a3 b1 b2 b3 and c1 c2 3 is equal to 0. But if we have to prove we have to find the condition, so here we find such a set of number, that is a b c, such that AL1 plus BL2 plus CL3 is equal to 0. Since L1 is equal to 0, okay, L2 is equal to 0 and L3 is equal to 0, three lines are 0. So if there exists any combination between A, B and C such that if we multiply A with line L1, B with line L2 and C with line L3, and it gives right hand side is equal to 0, so it means these three given lines are also passes through a singular same point. So this is the also a condition which, and this question is, this concept is used very widely in competitive examination. So application of this question will be we will discuss further. Now here we have proved that three straight line, that is 2x minus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0. Second is 3x plus 4y minus 7 is equal to 0. And third is 9x minus 5y plus 8 is equal to 0 meet at a point. It means it meet at a point, it means we directly use the condition that if three lines meet at a point, so the determinant of their coefficient, that is x, y and z, x, y and constant term is equal to 0. So 2, 3, 4, see here, minus 3 plus 4 minus 5, okay, and this is plus 5 minus 7 and plus 8 is equal to, it should be equal to 0. So if we solve this, we find that here, see here, if we take 2, so this is 4 multiplied by 8, that is 32, minus plus, that is 35, okay, minus 3 into multiply by 2 into 8, that is 16, minus this is 20, okay, and plus 5 into this is minus 15 minus 15 and minus 16. So if we solve, we get 2 multiply by this is minus 3 and this is minus plus, and this is minus plus, that is 3 multiply by, and this is 4, so this is 12, and we have this is with minus sign, so minus 12, and here we have. So if we solve this determinant, we can write here 2 into this is 4 multiplied by 8, that is this multiplication, that is 32, minus this is 35, so minus and minus plus, so we can write here 35, minus 3 into, and here this is 9, not 4, this is 9, so minus 3 minus 3 into this is multiplication is, we can write here 2 multiplied by 8, so this is 16, minus 9 multiplied by 5, that is 45, okay, plus 5 into, we have multiply 3 multiplied by minus 5, that is minus 15 and minus 36. So if we add up, we get the value 0. So if the we see here the determinant of the coefficient of x, y and constant term is 0, so it is it means that the given line, that is L1, L2 and L3 are passes through the same point. Now if we look very closely to these straight line, and here if we multiply by it by 3, right, and the second line by 1, see here by 1, and third line by -1. So what will we see? We see this is 6x, right? This is 6x minus 9y, okay, plus this is 15, okay. This is multiplied by 3, so this is 15. So first line is 6x minus 9y plus 15 is equal to 0. Second line is same as, that is 3x, okay, and here this is 4y, so here we write 4y minus 7 because it is multiplied by 1, and see here this is multiplied by 1 minus 1, so the sign is minus 9x, okay, and this is minus 1, so this is plus 5y, and this is minus 1, so here we write minus 8. Now if we add this is not 0 here, if we add this we have 0 plus 0 plus 0. It means 3, 1 and minus 1 exist a set, so that 3 into L1 plus L2 plus minus L3 is equal to 0. So it means the given straight line passes through the same point. So the given straight line are concurrent. So here in this lecture we will discuss about the point of intersection of two straight line. We discuss the condition that when two straight line is one straight line is passing through the point of intersection of two line, and we have a given condition, then we can find the point of intersection. Also we find the condition of concurrency. So for today this is enough, and you have to learn this very closely with your textbook. So have a good day. Jai Hind.